So they call me Cooper. We're at Heavy Hangers headquarters, I guess, a garage, just a little place here that I come work on. Pretty much, there's always something different here all the time. There's never probably the two same cars here at one time. You know, we got lowrider mini trucks, imports, full builds, regular maintenance work. Pretty much do it all here, as much as I can to my capabilities. Started this probably about this particular, name, probably about 7 years ago, out of a spot in St. Francis was our first location. We recently just moved here, probably about 6 months ago, and we've just been nonstop ever since. So this is Velos. He comes here, give me a hand, on stuff that I need. Moral support, yeah, moral support.
Homie. In other words, that's the homie.
Yeah, moral support. I got a lot of stuff going on. I've probably been working on cars at least the last 15 years. So, I mean, it's just nonstop all the time. That's all I love doing, So, that's all I know how to do, honestly. But yeah, this is it. I mean, this is day in the life. Come here every day, get as much as I can, go home, and repeat the next day. I don't know. I've never even actually, this is literally the first time I've actually touched it so far since it got here today. So it was probably a show truck at one point in its day, There's definitely a lot of custom work done to this. It's all kitted up, Boyd billets on it and whatnot. So this is 91 Astro lowrider custom. It's built early 90s, late 90s. This is actually a new client. He came in, kind of needed some hydraulic service work done. Car hasn't been on the road. I think last tag here is 2010. So we're gonna go through all the hydraulics on this one. This literally just got dropped off today, so everybody's gonna be, seeing the process of it. But we got a 2-pump setup. I believe there were probably 6 batteries in this at one point, so I think we might redo all this, make it nice and clean and tidy. Also, I'm probably gonna be doing a little bit of maintenance work on this too, so kind of getting it running right, brake, steering, suspension, whatever it needs to run and drive down the road for the most part. Yeah, this would probably be one that I document a little bit more, just because we have been doing a little bit more hydraulic setup, so we kind of want to get the word out there that we do that kind of stuff here. This is 60 Olds 88. It's on full air ride suspension. This one's here because I got to pull the trim off of it because we're going to send it over to my boy Ivan to get painted. Pretty much the majority of the body work is done. We're going to throw a fresh thing of primer on it, block it out real nice, and shoot it the same color. The interior in this thing is crazy. We got this car out of Texas. So this one in particular, I didn't do the air ride on. My buddy that owned it prior did it, but we're probably gonna go through it and try to get them a little lower here for the new owner.
This is fresh.
Yeah, it's clean. When we got this car, it still had plastic on the seats, so I think we just took the plastic off probably about a year ago now. There's a coilover, I guess uninstall, reinstall. Customer wants new coilovers because the car is too low and it's too bouncy. So actually we're going to raise this one probably about 4 inches so his wife can drive it. So not typically what I do. We usually lower them here and slam them, get as low as we can to the ground. But I'll do anything the customer asks. So we got new arms here. These are adjustable for camber and whatnot. And then obviously the coilover is going to go right here once we do swap it out. The new coilover is going to be right over here. Actually, this side's got one in it already. So for example, we have BC Racing coilover set up, and then the upper arms are just like some Godspeed upper control arms, just so he has more adjustability with this. The rear is pretty much the same setup, just a coilover, strut style, and we're gonna go get all new hardware for it. He's gonna go get hardware for it here shortly. Get this one wrapped up today. It's actually my grandfather's car. This is a 40 Ford Coupe. This one's kind of special. We're gonna be doing a full like 383 crate motor setup on it. Brand new turbo 400 transmission. It's kind of outdated, you know. It was an early built car, probably like early 90s, early 2000s, when they used to have, I call this like the solid gold car, because this would have been like something I seen as a kid at like Solid Gold McDonald's when they had it on 76th Street. So, yeah, we're gonna refresh it. New motor, new trans. Drivetrain is probably gonna be 100% new. Rear end, like I said, do some suspension components. And then I think we're gonna try to get this one painted later in the year. I'm not sure. It depends on what he really wants to do. Just nothing crazy. Just you know, little 2-seater hot rod. I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa was telling me all these hot rod stories, and he still got. This is probably one of his favorite cars of all time. He's had quite a few of them, so it's kind of nice to, you know, work on stuff for him.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I'm pretty much car family, you know, for the most part. My grandpa didn't do it too much when I was a kid, but me and my dad were pretty much into it. That's all we ever did was work on stuff. So nice to kind of do a family collab, you know, and get some stuff done. So I went ahead, I pulled all the batteries out of it already. Kind of gonna sit down and brainstorm a little bit on what we're gonna do as far as how many we're gonna put back in. I think we're gonna do 4 or 5 back in here. It's set up for 6, but main thing here is we just want to get it to go up and down, you know, get on and off a trailer safely. But we're gonna redo the cylinders. As you can see, this one is pretty much broken through the body at this point. So I gotta dive in this a little bit more once I get this rack and stuff out. Yeah, see, it's not. Yeah, so I have no idea what's under this yet. Once I get this board up and whatnot, I can kind of gauge on what the next step is on this. But yeah, we're gonna get some batteries this week, get everything kind of laid out, start ordering some parts, take these pumps apart, go through and put all new seals in them, make sure they work properly, and then should have this thing up and going hopefully by, you know, mid next week, at least going up and down and making all kinds of noises, you know. All right, so on this thing, this is a 22 Audi S3. This is from my homegirl Barb. We're just gonna put some lowering springs, H&R. I think it's like a 2-inch drop all the way around. Get her nice and low without having to, you know, redo all her, you know, suspension components on this. I guess she's got a nice little wheel setup for this. Should be a nice little car to, you know, kind of cruise around with. You know, nice little daily driver. Nothing too crazy. This one's pretty simple to do. It's pretty much lower control arm bolt, shock bolt, sway bar link, whole arm drops, spring comes out, new spring comes in, pretty self-explanatory. Gotta unhook the level sensor here as well, that's on the back side. This basically controls the ride height. Kind of tells the computer where the ride height's at. That's pretty simple, it just kind of pops off with a little ball. That's disconnected. All right, so now I can undo this, release all the tension off of it. So it should drop just like that. Spring comes out. Voila. And reinstall. Kind of see the difference. It's probably about an inch and a half drop, if I had to guess. Get in the seat, and then back up. And then basically you repeat the whole same, you know, same process installing. So I usually like to get everything kind of in there first before I put them in. Yeah, before I put them in tight, just kind of do a couple threads, get all the bolts in so they're all lined up. Everything needs to be where it needs to be, And we'll go down with this one up real quick.
So what we got pulling in here now, Coop?
We got Chris coming with his 78 Regal that we just did a 3-pump, 6 battery setup on. We finished it up last week, so we're just gonna do a quick little check over, make sure all the hoses are nice and tight, and just kind of go through like a little leak check, you know, if there's anything going on. I want to make sure everything's fine for him so he can continue driving it on the street. Yeah, we did this one probably in about a 2-week span, just kind of whenever I had time to work on it, just kind of, you know, do kind of a little collab project with my homie Ricky from Lolo Boulevard. So this one's got all brand new front suspension bushings, upper extended control arms, 1.5 inches, chrome lowers. All the steering is brand new, all the ball joints, the bushings are brand new. Sprayed the frame and undercoated the frame up for them. The trunk, custom built. Yeah, we got Hoppos, pretty much Hoppos pump cylinders. We got 8s in the front, 10s in the back. Hoppos racks. Obviously we had to build the rest of the rack, the finishing process of it. But I'm pretty much just gonna go through everything. Make sure all the hoses, nothing backed off and whatnot. Check the fluid levels. Check all the solenoids, make sure nothing's, you know, binding, touching. I don't want him grounding on or anything. I want him to keep riding it the way he's been riding it. So,
What's these cords hanging out the back?
this is the ground. So you basically hook this up, you know, fail safe. So now the hydros and whatnot are hooked up, and then obviously quick disconnect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more or less a safety feature. So we don't want anything catching fire. You can kind of quick disconnect that right away. Yeah, so I believe this one's only on 36 volts. Nothing too crazy. There are no reinforcements on this car, so I know the guy's gonna be in the comments talking about should have reinforced it, but the plan with this car is let him enjoy it on the street, get a feel. It's his first car on hydraulics. And then over winter, we're gonna build him a fully wrapped frame, bridge, everything that he needs to do what he wants to do with it, you know. He's already talking about he wants more, you know, more ups with it, so we gonna give him more ups probably next year.